you know, a lot of states, especially in the South, are really wanting kids to go back into schools earlier. Our school wasn't actually planning on giving us the hybrid option until the first of next year, and then they pushed it earlier into the second quarter. Uh, but they're also trying to figure out whether that's even going to be an option because actually our numbers on COVID have spiked in the last. Welcome everybody to the Lunchtime Podcast presented by The Art Gaming. I'm the host, Trickler. We have Beanie Boy, Draconis, and Knuckles Pizza or Cuckles Pizza. And today we are going to be talking about a number of different topics. Some of them gaming related.
Let's
some
see
of
if we can
them,
stay on track.
Just life related. We actually tried to film an episode last week. It ended up that we only had the audio version. If you would like to hear that, just comment down below. We can post the audio version on all the listening platforms.
We'll have to put an image for the video because it's just a black screen.
I feel like we should display this
Well,
information.
we will not be posting a YouTube version of that podcast. It'll just be going on
Spotify
iTunes,
or something.
Spotify, and Google Music. But yeah,
it'll be going somewhere.
I have the licenses for all those, so we'll be good.
Anywhere.
But yeah, if you guys want,
uncomfortable that you had to add
I would
on
really
to that.
like to talk about. I would really like to talk about album art for the podcast. Whether you would like to either get someone to make it for us, do it custom from us, or do a media sourcing from viewers. We could also have Aiden's sister. Aiden's sister knows how to draw. I mean, I don't know. Probably wouldn't be very interested, but
it's maybe go for
it's definitely a possibility.
I don't think Natalia would enjoy you talking about her like that.
Natalia?
Natalia.
It's Bella.
I was close.
No, you weren't close at all.
It was Italian. It was an Italian name.
I'm not Italian.
No, but Bella is an Italian word.
Yeah, Isabella.
Here's the thing. If I'm to make an on-camera appearance, this is the only way. No.
Just a mask of sands.
No, it's a sans mask, but underneath it, a hockey mask. Underneath that, just a cloth mask.
I'm not putting this one on because this one's a bit too revealing. This one, all you have to do is look through the eye holes, and then I can just look at Tyler's beautiful face.
All right, so I think we can move into the first topic.
Moving on.
So, in Virginia, where me and Aiden live, schools have decided to give us a decision on whether we want to stay virtual or whether we want to stay hybrid. So the hybrid option would be 2 days a week inside the school and 3 days a week outside of the school doing virtual classes. Virtual, obviously, doing virtual every day during the regular work week. I would like to know what the Ohio school system is thinking as far as what they're doing next quarter or next semester.
Okay.
Next quarter, we're gonna be still doing virtual because they're not gonna back until January.
Our county, specifically Lucas County, is still like code red, so they're gonna push the hybrid, which was gonna be like what, the 26th.
Fun little
back
trivia.
to
Did you know that everyone in Ohio is completely stupid?
That's good to know.
Represented by both me and Michael.
Yeah. But like, yeah, they pushed it back from till after winter break, which is like what, next semester.
Okay. So yeah, for Virginia, they gave us either the option to stay online for the entire rest of the year, to start hybrid in the next 2 weeks, or start hybrid after I think it's when does our first semester end? I think it's January 26th. I think it's January 26th
January,
is
and
when
then you have
our
like a
Although,
week or two without school, and then we start back February.
although, Lewis informed me that one of his friends is trying to get a petition that we start doing hybrid earlier
I
and
think that
go
kid
into
should
the fully back into the school process
maybe
earlier.
not.
It's a
Right.
thought because some of us want to be back in the building where there's less distractions and all that kind of stuff.
right, right.
Learn to control your
And I mean,
will, children.
for those types of things, it really just comes down to your governor. Your governor kind of has the final say so.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
yeah. Of course, you know, a lot of states, especially in the South, are really wanting kids to go back into schools earlier. Our school wasn't actually planning on giving us the hybrid option until the first of next year, and then they pushed it earlier into the second quarter. But they're also trying to figure out whether that's even going to be an option because actually our numbers on COVID have spiked in the last week.
Yeah, that's kind of why Lucas County's back in a code red because
So
it
if
spiked.
Tyler and Aiden aren't in the next podcast, we have reasons why.
Well, as far as me and Aiden, we
They're
really don't.
safe.
I don't go
The only-
outside enough. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only people we really see outside of the house are each other, and
What's
it's
outside?
it's like once a week that we go to see each other. Then I have church, but I have to wear a mask while I'm inside church, and it's not full occupancy. You have to have half occupancy, and we don't even have that. And of course, I'm in the back running the live stream there, so I'm not really around anybody. I'm only around two other people. with the
Right.
are
sound
you like the
Right.
only person in church that have any like live streaming skills on how to work that?
Actually, no. So the guy that I got the gig from, he worked at UVA and
Mm.
did the news channel at UVA. So he
Oh.
knows how to do that type of stuff. So he's basically teaching me how to do that stuff. Which last week was my first time ever doing anything like that. And I mean, with my prior knowledge of other things, I was pretty good at it. I messed up a couple times, but nothing major that was gonna cause any issues. And the first time I did it, I was doing a recording. It wasn't live. The
Nice
second time I
ceiling.
did it, it was live. It was fine.
Nice ceiling,
nice.
Lewis.
No, thanks, man.
Yeah,
You know,
and
you know, I've been making sure. it
so
goes
yeah,
right
he's
for the
basically
future.
giving
Damn
me.
it, Lewis.
It's basically like an internship I'm doing,
Right.
gaining experience, and I am getting to know people who were in the industry. So
Lewis, you might
after
wanna slip
working with
that
him a
under
little while,
the
I'm gonna
mask.
ask him what his experience was
Oh no, I'm not putting
getting
it in the
into
right here. I'm just putting it over
TV
to
and
the side.
stuff.
We also have I'm a musician.
All right. So
He's a kazoo.
so Michael,
What's up?
did your schools give you the decision on whether you wanted to go back to hybrid, or are they gonna force you to?
They do have the decision you could do hybrid or you could do a virtual academy, but you might not get all the teachers that.
Right. That's how ours is. So whenever
Yeah.
you decide to do
You
virtual,
started with.
some teachers are actually gonna have to teach online and in school classes at the exact same time
Well, that's
because
the
there's
thing.
too little teachers.
The way our school's district is doing it is it's not going to be like that. We're going to get different teachers depending on depending on the day if we do hybrid. Because we might not get the same teachers because on this day they're doing the in-class classes.
Yeah.
Some on this day they're not, kind of that situation.
How many days do you have during the week that you're gonna be in school?
It's
No, here's the thing. I heard that we were gonna be going back like certain days depending what group we are, but we're gonna be
it's
reverting
all
back
it's
to-
Yeah.
all it's all group based, yeah. But so there's Group A, which will participate on what Mondays and Thursdays, and then Group B participates on Tuesdays and Fridays, something like that.
And then they said Group C. You know what? We don't.
Yeah,
care
so
about
for
you.
us, we have the same sort of thing. We have two groups. We have Group A, which is based on the alphabet. Like I think it's A through
Your last name from
M.
A to something.
Yeah, and then we have a group B.
Aiden
The
doesn't
group
know his
A goes
alphabet.
Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday is online for everybody, so that they can clean the school. And then Thursday, Friday is group B.
See, for us, Wednesdays is kind of like catch-up day. So, like, to catch up
Yeah.
on work. Or, like, if the
Oh
teachers
my
want to
God.
assign more work. You are...
When you said Wednesday
Okay.
was catch up, when
So
you said
so
Wednesday was
you
catch up,
don't
I thought
really
meant the
have
calendar
classes
Wednesday.
on Wednesday, I guess then?
No, we don't... students don't have classes on Wednesday. They're just assigned work to do. As,
Okay.
like,
Oh.
busy work.
Interesting.
I really
Yeah, I
want a
don't know
sandwich.
what like if I actually opted to do virtual, but I don't know if I was going to do hybrid. I don't know if I'd want to have Wednesday off for a like personal health day, or whether I'd like to have it just be a class day. Because honestly, being home actually, it's kind of 50-50. It's like helped my mental as far as being able to get work done, but it's also kind of made my mental a little bit, it's like balanced out. Oh, I have a deer in my backyard. Wow.
And then there's
That
that.
was cool. But
Just, oh, hey, dear.
but
Good
it's
day.
also kind of messed up my mental because I don't get to see like in person my friends,
There's that.
but like once a week, and it has to be something that I
There's like
initiate.
your actual
Yeah,
mentality of
you're
like
not really good at
remembering
initiating things.
things, like and getting work done, but then there's also that social mentality where you
Mhm.
don't get to
Right.
really
Yeah. I
communicate
feel
with
like
people in
because
person.
I mean even before we went out of school, my social wasn't great to begin with. I didn't really hang out that much unless it was
Yeah,
inside a classroom.
yeah.
So actually being like having this happen has actually made my friend group, or at least like close friend group. I have a wider friend group and a close circle.
Yes.
The close circle is obviously Aiden and Travis.
Yes.
And
But
me.
yeah, me, Aiden, and Travis have basically made it a thing for the past like 2-3 weeks
You've
to
been
try to do
the
something on
trio.
Friday.
You've been the trio.
Yes. Or the
Yeah.
trio, the triad.
Unfortunately, this
trifecta.
weekend or this Friday is not going to work out. I kind of just, made my truck not be able to move. So, but
just
I
killed
mean,
his
that
truck.
should be able to get fixed within this weekend, and we'll be able to
Hopefully.
do something next weekend. We
Movie
have
night.
actually for close friends and some outside of our close friend group, I invited people to come do a movie night. I think it's going to be at my house. I still need to ask my parents, and I also need to build something in order to make it happen. Aiden, if you want to come over early on next Friday, if it become like I have to solidify plans, but if it's
Right.
possible, I might need you to come over early Friday to like help set up.
I can do that.
I might get
Question
Travis. I might
is-
just pick you guys up after school and do it.
What
Alright.
blocks are you using?
Cause I gotta figure out what sort of food situation we're gonna do, because it's gonna be around
Mhm.
5 o'clock.
Mhm.
That sort of stuff. It's probably just gonna be snack stuff though. I can't
I'll make
afford
sure
like
I'll
Junk
make sure to bring a
food?
board game for the
fucking
group to play.
steaks. I think it's gonna be outside, so
God,
I
if
need to
it's
just make sure
villainous.
that the weather's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it might get it's probably gonna get cold, so I might try to do a fire pit if I can find one. Actually, Travis
It
has one.
could
We'll
rain.
ask Travis to bring his fire pit.
It could rain.
Just bring his fire pit.
Just bring
Yeah.
the pit.
Okay, we got it. We got it,
So
Mike.
yeah, we so as far as like mental health during this time, I feel like I'm in the middle, but I know for a fact that there's people who are much more affected mentally,
Right.
not
Right.
being able to see people
Mhm.
in person.
Especially people
Like I
who
know
are in
like
relationships.
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know personally, like I prefer to talk to people face to face. Like
Mhm.
doing this is okay, but I'd much rather like be in person. You get more intimacy in person, I feel like, and
Yeah.
you are able to talk about things a little bit easier when you're
Yeah,
like
you feel more comfortable.
face to face.
Yeah.
Right. It feels more natural.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Right.
See,
So,
like
I mean,
last
Sports.
year,
I don't
mainly
know.
my friend group consisted of the people I knew in school,
Right. Right.
which was mainly just Lewis and some senior guy I knew who
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately graduated. Now I
What?
can't really talk to him much or at all. It's kind of
Why
a
not?
bummer. Because he graduated,
Yeah, honestly, I think
Lewis.
as far as like making my friend
Find
group,
him
I
on
did pretty
Messenger.
well. Like most of our friends are in our
Like
grade,
the guy
or like in a lower grade.
the guy that was a
Yeah.
senior, he was a choir kid. And
Choir kids are awesome.
yeah, but like I don't know how I became friends with him. I don't really remember because I think a sophomore at one point, and
Michael gave him a handy.
no,
Oh.
I was a shut up,
Lewis.
Oh.
fuck
Look,
off.
we never said that this podcast was for kids.
That's true. I'm gonna have to put an advisory warning on this.
Yeah, god damn it, dude.
We
Um,
welcome you
Uh,
with open arms.
no,
if
but
you're
like
under-
freshman
if
year,
you're under the age
like-
of 14.
We started talking, we started hanging. I think it was because he had Smash Bros.
yeah.
I think it was purely because he had Smash Bros.
Ah, of course.
Yeah, I feel like games can create friendships so quickly.
Yeah, and then ruin
Like if
them.
you
Yes.
have an interest in the same game, like friendships just spark. Like
Games can also
I
ruin
think
friendships.
a guy in,
You are lagging.
my AP history class last year, and
Are you
he
okay?
really liked Magic cards.
Oh,
And
Magic the
I haven't played
Gathering.
in so long. I haven't collected
Oh,
cards
man.
in so long. So when he took them out, I was like, I don't know how to play these anymore. So like he like basically taught me the game. Connections only happen if you have the same interest in a game.
You guys are so laggy. It's like not even funny. You're so laggy. Oh, fuck. Well, there goes the recording. Well, shit. That's why I'm lagging so badly, because my internet just died. Oh, wait, no, there, it's back. What? I'm so confused.
But
There it is.
yeah, like that's how me and Aiden became friends. It was just through like telling stupid stories at lunch.
I'm sorry,
And
you're
I
gonna
only knew Aiden through
hold,
lunch.
hold,
We never
hold,
had a class together
hold,
or anything.
slow down. You're gonna have to repeat that entire section because my internet just died and then resurrected.
It's recording. Just watch the recording
Is
again.
is the recording still going?
It's still going. It
Okay.
doesn't interfere with Streamlabs. It's just since it's
Well-
because on my end, my internet died, so you guys cut off. You started progressively lagging, and then silence. I'm like,
Okay.
oh fuck.
Well, basically, I was just saying that for me and Aiden, whenever we became friends, I met him because I had just broken up with my ex-girlfriend,
Right.
and I went back to
As
the
all
table that I
friends
used
do.
to sit at, and I sat in the same spot that I used to sit at, but he had migrated to our table.
Yes.
So when I
So
first came back,
Ed
he
was
actually
just seeking
didn't
for
like me.
friends.
Did not like
He did-
Tyler at all.
He did not
You
like
was
me because
douche.
we had a mutual friend, Joe, who
Right.
me and him were friends with, but we didn't get along because we were fighting for the attention of Joe.
Wow, bro, no.
But eventually, Aiden and me would begin to like. Aiden is like super good at improv. So he would just come up with random stories about like the apocalypse because we were into that kind of crap in 7th grade.
For no apparent
So
fucking reason.
he would start telling stories about zombies, and then I would play a character in his story, and it would be like we were role playing during lunch, and like that's how we became friends, is through like basically playing D&D in our heads,
Yeah.
and
you know
like
what? Yeah,
that whole thing.
that's great.
It was kind of freaking hilarious, and like we didn't have a class together, so I
Yeah.
only was friends with him through lunch, but like. He was the person who I went to lunch to talk to. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't talk to
The
anybody
guy
else at the
that
lunch table.
graduated was kind of the same way with me because I mean he was a higher class person,
Yeah.
but like we had no classes because he was an upperclassman. But like he was a choir kid and he was a pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a pretty chill dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
honestly,
To
like
sub to the arc.
like
as after
for being
Go
a
ahead.
choir kid that watches anime and plays video games like Smash Bros. And Pokemon. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
That just sounds like Travis.
That
right, that's
Yeah,
basically
that's-
Travis to
That's
us.
just Travis. You just described Travis.
except he's
Maybe-
large and
Maybe it
black.
It was Travis in disguise.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's not.
Whoa,
Travis.
whoa, whoa! Now, Michael.
You
Whoa,
know
whoa.
Maboya. You've seen Maboya. All right, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know he. I know
That's his
he's your
name?
boy, but
Yeah.
you don't have to go and do it like
Okay.
that.
Do we want to do because after you guys started talking about choir kids and stuff, I was sort of trying to think of like maybe doing like a tier list of like what you would put at the top as far as choir kids, acting kids, and then band kids. Because those are like the extracurricular like groups. As far as art go, I don't really do we consider art as art kids? I don't know if they're even a thing.
I mean, art is art.
I feel like
and
I don't know.
music
Yeah, I
is
guess we could consider
like
art kids as art.
paintings,
Well-
drawings, and that art, obviously. But music is also
All right, well then,
considered an art
okay.
as
So
well.
out of those
so-
four, acting kids, art kids, band kids, and choir kids, like, what's your tier list? Like, who would be in the top and who would be at the bottom?
Well,
I
you want to know? who's at the top
have-
I mean, I
already?
know some of us.
I
some of us
don't
are gonna
have a
some bias.
fucking clue. well,
but-
yeah, of course, Aiden because he's in drama.
Tier S
Right.
acting kids. Theater, the best art.
I could
What were
swear
the
I s-
other, options.
So acting kids, choir kids,
all F
art
tier.
kids, and band kids.
Okay, I'll put choir under acting in the A tier. Art, just like drawing art, right?
Yeah, it's like paintings. And
It
shit.
can be like drawing art. It can be graphic design. Any of those.
Yeah, as long
put
as
them
it
in-
involves an
Put
image.
them in B tier, and we'll just put band in F tier.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I really agree. I actually agree with that list. I really like acting kids, because they know how to like. They're really expressive, so you know exactly
Yeah.
what they're.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like,
of course, they're acting
yeah.
kids.
They bring all that other stuff, the other different types of kid groups or whatever, all into one
Right.
thing. They can,
Right.
some can sing, dance on
Yeah.
stage. They can use the music that's played around them to their advantage.
It's they're
And the
they're
set,
multi
which is the
they're
art that people make.
multifaceted essentially.
Yes, they got
Yeah.
all the.
And I think that's what I like about them is they have so many talents, but they're able to make them work together.
Mhm.
And like I feel like every other one of them, like choir kids, band kids, and art
Well, I
kids,
mean-
are kind of like one-trick ponies. They only know how to do one thing, and they know how to do it well. But they can't like. I feel like band kids, they have a hard time expressing themselves. Most of them. There are some that are
There are some that are
more in the middle.
expressing.
And there's a lot of band kids that are really into art, and like I feel like all of them can cross over each other.
Oh,
I just feel like acting kids know how to do it the best, and they end up being the best at it, just
right,
because
but
they're able to sort of, I don't know,
I mean,
make them mesh
think about it
the right
some
way.
Like acting kids have to participate in plays, and some of them are musicals, so they
Right.
kind of have that requirement to do it.
Remind
So
me.
Yeah, so we're supposed to have a play this year
Yeah.
in the spring, right?
Yeah, basically
In
in
the spring.
February we're gonna do the one that we didn't do last year.
is that why Aiden said, "Don't
Okay.
remind me"?
So
We're
yeah,
doing Peter and the Starcatcher somehow.
right, and Aiden plays Smee,
No,
right?
I
Who do
play
you play?
Ted. I'm basically one of the original Lost Boys.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. So he plays the boy in the bear suit.
No, I'm not in a bear suit. This is
What?
before they come up
Oh,
with the biggest
that's right. He
We
plays
come
the
from
boy in the bear
England.
suit before the bear suit. But
Yes,
his-
that's the thing.
I'm a foodie. I like food.
right, but
I'm
his
hungry.
role requires him to. Do you sing a solo song
No.
like by yourself? No. Okay, so it's
No,
with other people.
One of those group parts, I'll sing with them. I
Okay.
just really quiet. I'm like,
Because you're not musically inclined, and neither am I.
there's definitely a part where there's me and who's I guess my other half in that whole situation is Connor Small, who plays. Oh, it's been so long. I forgot. Hold on. I think I got the script right. No, it's at Dad's. Shoot.
Fuck.
The script's at Dad's.
Fuck shit. Damn.
He's like Preston or something like that. Starts with a P. I know. Is the character's name. Who thinks he's the leader, but we know it's a boy, which is Peter. Anyway, so yeah, there's a part in the ending of Act 1 where it's me and him kind of have a whole singing part where he sings a part and I sing a part, and then we jump off the ship.
What the fuck?
Is it like a friendly sort of duet, or is it like you're fighting?
I guess more friendly.
Okay.
You'll have to see
Yeah,
it.
because I mean, I
It's
could
like,
see.
yes,
I could. I mean,
Let's commit
I don't
suicide
know what the
together.
characters are, but I could have seen. Actually, is there a duet between him and Peter that's like a rivalry type
No,
thing?
I don't think they do anything like that.
That would have been. That's like a missed opportunity because I feel like that would be like a really cool like turning point in the.
Yeah, missed opportunity. Peter and the Starcatcher. Let's see. How long has that play been out?
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like that would have been
Yeah.
a good scene, like a movie.
Critiquing like
But
play that's how old?
I don't know. This is how my brain works.
Peter
I'm like the
Starcatcher
cinematography guy, so like I
released.
think about this type of stuff. Like if I were, I don't really write.
2009.
So
2009. So it's not actually that old.
it's not that old,
I mean,
but
actually,
like
I don't
you're
really, I don't really know.
critiquing
As
a
far as
play
plays go, like what's old
that's
for a play?
like
Like
a
a Shakespeare?
like a few years old.
I feel like Shakespeare's like old.
Oh, that's real old.
For a
That's hella
play.
old.
That's
Okay, so
fucking
like this
old
is more
as
like modern.
time.
Then.
It's
Yeah.
a more
Okay.
modern-ish play, yeah. But it's probably based off
Yeah.
a book that is older than the play itself.
Oh
like-
yeah, it's based off the book of the same name, I think.
Okay.
And there's a lot more
What was
Lost Boys, and
the
Ted
what was
is
the
a lot
one act
darker.
that you guys did last year?
The one act that was
Curious
gruesome
Dog one.
playground injuries. No.
What was the
one
Curious
act
Dog
two
one?
year- Curious Dog was the spring play 2 years before that, back when I was in 10th.
Okay, so
which
then
is about sorry, I thought you were gonna talk.
Could have just said
I'll talk right
sophomore.
now. So I was just gonna ask like what year what it was, but you can explain what it is first.
Basically, this is this kid who has Asperger's. I believe it's Asperger's, and he finds his neighbor's dog was killed, and he wants to figure out who did it.
So I didn't actually get to
Yeah,
see the
without spoiling.
full. I didn't actually get to see the full version. I got to see. I think it was just the first act of it.
Kid with an
Um,
illness.
But
tries
what
to
I
solve a
what I
mystery.
saw was absolutely amazing. The main character, which is actually one of me and Aiden's friends, did really well. Aiden actually had a part in it.
I played a lot of
and-
the side characters.
And honestly, a lot of the people in the play did very well. It was really well executed for especially a high school play. I feel like we just had really good
Yeah.
actors.
It's-
We have really good actors in general.
Yes, we do.
For our
Um,
school.
It's really funny because apparently afterwards, a lot of people would ask Edgerton, that's our drama teacher,
Yeah.
if Simon actually had Asperger's.
Yeah, I know. That's just how well he played his character. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
We just found that
Um,
really funny. And
Yeah, I mean, I feel like eventually he's gonna go out and do because I think he wants to do Broadway.
mhm.
I feel like he has a definite chance of being that. But like,
yeah, for
if that ends up happening, you guys need to search up Simon Skinner
yes.
and like find a play that he's in because he's gonna be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
and
The scene
then look-
superlatives, you know that for you do for the yearbook? I actually
Yeah.
put Simon in for most likely to be an actor.
I haven't done any of them. I had the one for the senior quote. I have no
Mhm.
idea what the hell I'm gonna do for my senior quote. And then there's the superlative one, and I haven't gone in and looked at the email.
Mhm.
But I probably should. I don't even know when that's due.
Yeah.
But
It's
it
due
is what
by
it
the
is.
29th.
Okay.
It
but
should
yeah.
just be I existed. And that's all
But
that
obviously,
matters.
before you guys look up Simon Skinner, you gotta look up Aiden. He'll probably be in a movie eventually.
Eventually, but that's gonna be.
Don't look up any of the indie films. I know he's gonna be in a couple of those. Don't look them up.
Don't, just don't.
Because those are low budget.
Yeah.
Actually, let's
Don't-
be honest. Low budget films can be good.
Oh yeah, they can be.
For sure.
Swear
like,
to
if
God, and if you get into
I don't
the
know if
Five
any
Nights
of you
at
guys
Freddy's
have
movie.
been to a film festival before, but
Gosh, I hope.
if you go to a film festival, majority of those films, their budget was like within like thousands of dollars, compared to like a Marvel movie, which is like millions of dollars, like hundreds of millions of
Yeah,
dollars.
well, I
like,
mean, there's a
if-
gap.
if we
There,
look
there
at
is
the
a gap.
budget, if we look at the budget of Endgame, I think
was
their budget was nearly
God,
20
Their budget must have had been
$250
high
million
for,
for that one movie.
yeah,
God.
because
Now, of course, they grossed about 4 times that when it came out
well, of course,
because the tickets were fucking
such a,
$15. But you know,
Mhm.
it's such a
but,
good
like-
movie though.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's like a sweet spot for how much you spend on a movie and how good the movie is.
Right.
Like, I feel like the best movie that came out of that year was I think it's 1917. It's like a war movie.
Oh right, I remember.
But it was
I haven't seen
shot
that yet.
it was shot in one go. The camera doesn't stop at all. It just goes for the entire movie.
Seriously?
Like this is that's what made the film so amazing, and
I
that's
gotta
why
go
it
watch
got so
that
many
movie.
awards. That's why I got so many awards because it was filmed in one shot. There's
How
one
did that
instance
camera
where the
last?
camera there's one instance where the camera could have gone out. I'm not going to spoil it, but and then it comes back. So I mean, people have speculated that that's where they cut the scene
Mhm.
to do this to do the next one. But the whole selling point for that movie is that there were no cuts. It was filmed in one go.
Now that I was
um,
not aware of.
Now, yeah, and that's
That's
why
very
that's why
interesting.
Connor was so
Fingers.
into that movie for a while because it was shot so
Well,
amazingly.
Now I want to watch it even more because I wanted to
Yeah, it
watch
was
when I
really
first heard
cool.
about it.
Yeah,
Now
I
really
mean,
wanna see
honestly,
it.
I want to do like if this whole watch party things ends up happening, I want to make it a thing because I'm gonna build the screen for it.
right?
If I build the screen, I'm gonna make it worthwhile. I mean, it's only gonna cost me like $20 to build the whole thing because we already have the wood and everything.
I think we're
but
running past our time limit a bit
I
now.
just want to make it a thing.
oh no, we're
Yeah.
way
So
past.
I feel like we did the our episodes are supposed to end at around 12:40, 12:45. So honestly, I think this was a really good episode. We stayed on
Yes.
most of the topics. We ventured on into some other things, but we got to talk about a few things. I was going to talk about the whole thing with Pokemon card values going up.
Oh, they're going
Like
up.
I found
know.
out that one of my cards is like worth $30.
Damn.
I did not know that. Why?
Yeah, it's pretty
Why are
amazing.
they?
But we can talk about that maybe next week.
Yeah.
That's an interesting topic to you guys. But
I gotta head
I feel
out.
like we were able to talk about some good things. So
Some
yeah.
good stoof.
All right. So me and Nina have class. So we'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Thank you guys
Ciao.
for joining us on the podcast, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you later.